Many people who have never fought in a ring or in a cage make uninformed remarks like, why should he retire? He only lost 3 times. Or this is the only job he has. Or it's part of the job. It's a fight game. It's not about the losses, it's about how he lost. At 38, not amount of training can restore youth, reflexes, or timing. Chisora won because he wanted it more than Joyce. If you're watching a boxing match comfortably in your chair and see a boxer getting hit constantly without defending himself, you don't understand the sport. Visit a boxing gym and experience it at first hand. Ask a heavyweight to punch you for 30 minutes without headguard. Some fighters make a successful comeback. Yes, it's true. Sometimes they even become a world champion. But Joyce can't. The people who made this comment must have been watching a different fight. They didn't see Joe as a very slow, sluggish, can hardly move or lift his hands up. Taking too many hits without proper defense causes serious self damage. Think before making uninformed comments. After reflecting on Joyce versus Chisora fight, I take it back and say it was a good entertaining fight. But I still say both should retire. Reason why the fight went the distance was both was knackered. One couldn't punch, other was running around the ring. And lots of hugging and clinching, especially Joe. He was trying to use his weight to stop getting punched and kept holding and hugging Chisora. Hi folks, welcome back to the channel and welcome to the channel. Today we are diving into some serious boxing talk, and as always, we're not holding any punches back. Normally, I'm quick to criticize fighters who go for easy cherry pick opponents, but today I'm making an exception. Why? Because I see a real talent, a future contender. Even though he faced an easy opponent last night, Mariusz Wach, whatever his name is, a 6'8" Polish boxer. Sure, Wach is 44 years old and has been around the block with 48 fights, facing some notable names. But let's be real, he's way past his prime. Last night, he went up against a 19-year-old prospect who's got everything it takes to make it to the top of the heavyweight division. My opinion, the giant Polish boxer was brought in to give Moses a taste of what it's like to fight a huge opponent. Despite the age difference and the different levels of experience, this was a valuable lesson and a confidence booster for Moses. Yes, it was a cherry-picked fight, but sometimes you need to give young fighters encouragement and see how they handle bigger, more experienced opponents on a big stage. Think of it like training a young racehorse. You start them on an easy short distance to build their confidence before gradually moving them up to a tougher races. Moses has the potential to go all the way. He should have a couple of more fights to build his stamina before facing tougher opponents like Fraser Clark or Fabio Wardley for the British title. After 2 more fights, I believe he'll be ready to beat both and move on to a European title or whatever comes next. Winning fights in just a few rounds can give a false sense of confidence. He needs to go the distance a few times to see how he handles energy sap in 10 or 12 rounds fights. Not every opponent can be knocked out. Some will go the distance, and he has to be ready for that. Moses got the footwork and hand speed. I like the way he maneuvers around his opponent and same time still uses his jab and backhand. His accuracy and timing is really good and effective. Not only he can move like a lightweight, but also he can read opponents and counterpunch well as slip in and out fast. Some boxing pundits are saying he should go for the British title now, but I think they're getting too excited too soon. Moses should be patient. He's only 19. By the time he's 21, he'll be ready for his rewards, as long as he doesn't get beaten. Now, let's talk about the undercards. Umir Khan. Well, it sounded like Amir Khan when I heard it first, but his name is Umir Khan. Fought the Frenchman Yami, but Khan did more posing than boxing. Any experienced Mexican boxer will have knocked him out. This Frenchman was inexperienced, with only 4 fights, and 2 of them was losses. Another hand-picked fight to give Khan, or Umir Khan, some experience. But honestly, I didn't see anything that tells me he's got a great future. He's got no power in either hands, and his guard needs improving. He keeps his defense open, and he poses too much. If the Frenchman had more experience and power punch, Umir will have been in trouble. I don't see a bright future for him in boxing. He might do okay with the mediocre boxers, but when he faces top-level boxers, he will see how good or bad he is. He's not Amir Khan. His name sounds like Amir, but Umir doesn't box like him. And then there was Brandon Lee, a new signing for Frank Warren. I couldn't help but laugh when I heard his name. I thought Bruce Lee's son was resurrected and started to box, until I saw he was a Korean boxer. and expecting Bruce Lee to rise from the grave, do a flying kick or 1-inch punch to Brandon Lee for a poor performance. This Korean boxer, who shares the name with Bruce Lee's son, had 28 fights with no losses. I checked his record and I don't remember any of the people that he fought. Yet he couldn't finish up a Colombian opponent who was showboating and dropping his arms constantly and teasing the Korean. Brandon Lee. Okay, I'm not calling him Brandon Lee no more, just Korean. He's giving Brandon a bad name. Anyway, the Korean was out of the ring for a year. But that's no excuse for underperforming against a third-class boxer, especially if you have 28 fights, 28 wins. But I still can't figure out who he fought. I checked his record, and I don't remember any of the names. The woman fight was more exciting. They are bigger balls than these two. After that, I turned the TV off and waited for the main event. Couldn't watch anymore. Frank Warren sure knows how to put on some dodgy fights. On that note, well done Derek Chisora once again. But he should retire. And Joyce? Definitely retire. After that poor performance. But Frank might use Joe as a punching bag for other fighters to practice on in the public. No speed, no footwork, no reflexes. Lots of hesitation, no boxing intelligence, just hoping for the best. Then he keeps tap, tap, tap instead of punch. If he does carry on, he should sack his trainer and his team on the spot. Remember, this is just my opinion. Whether you agree or disagree, please leave your comments below. And if you do like this content, hit the like button and subscribe so we can keep bringing you more content. Thanks for watching, folks, and see you next time. And don't forget to give that like button a solid uppercut. See you next time, folks. Cheers.